Introduction to Visual Art. This is an 8-week summer course where we are talking about art. And in particular, the goal of this course is to develop a vocabulary for understanding and appreciating artwork. This course generally is a 16-week course. So at the very beginning, right now, right here, at the beginning of the class, I want to express to you that there is 16 weeks worth of work squeezed into 8 weeks. This is a full class and with a full schedule. So it's going to take time and commitment to finish the class and do it well. But with that said, the assignments are not difficult, and I think you'll actually enjoy the class. It's not designed to be a difficult class. The hard thing is that it's only 8 weeks long. So to begin, I want to talk about accessing Blackboard. And I want to show you different documents. So when you log into Blackboard, it's going to look something like this. On the side, you'll see areas such as the announcements page, and you'll see announcements when you sign in. You'll see a section for your syllabus and schedule. So here we have the syllabus and the schedule. And then there are two more sections. One of them is your weekly lectures. So you'll be accessing this folder for the weekly lectures. And as you see, I have all of this content all lined up for you, and it's hidden. So the only one you're going to see is this. But next week you're going to see this and this. This and this and this after that. So these folders will magically appear Monday morning, and you'll be able to get started on the lecture and on the work for the week. There's this other folder, assignments, which I am yet to upload assignments to, but there will be an extra credit assignment uploaded Monday, today, the first week of class, and so you'll be able to come here and you'll be able to turn in your papers, your exam, things, and your extra credit, things like that. So that's all going to be here on the assignments page. Now let's navigate back to this week. This week, you're going to click on week 1, the 7th to 13th of June, the 7th being Monday, the 13th being Sunday. So for all intents and purposes for this class, the week begins on Monday and it ends on Sunday. Click on that and you'll see it organized something like this. Like I said, we have 16 weeks of work squeezed into 8 weeks. So you're going to have essentially double the lectures that you have to consume in a week. But I've tried my best to cut out some things that are unnecessary, and I've tried my best to keep the lectures broken up into different parts, such as we have chapter 1 lecture here. So you can watch the chapter 1 lecture. It'll be, most lectures are between 30 minutes and an hour. You watch chapter 1 lecture, and then you take the chapter 1 quiz. Lecture, quiz. They should be right next to each other. And so this week we actually have 4 lectures, and that's because we're trying to get a jump on it. But the first lecture is not from out of your textbook. This is just something that I give typically on the first day of class, and usually when I teach this class it's in person, but of course we are online right now. But I've got a what is art lecture, and then you're going to take a quiz after that. So let's click on this, and here you have the What is Art lecture. You can watch it in Blackboard, but if we're really looking at images, you're going to have to follow.
This is one of two lectures that
You're going to have to follow this link. So you hit this link, and it'll take you to YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it full screen. All right. So let's head back here. Well, that's what you got. So there's the lecture. Now I want to head back.
hello there. This is one of two lectures that need to be.
And so that's the gist of it. Every week you go into the lectures and quizzes, and then you watch the lecture and you take the quiz. Lecture, quiz, lecture, quiz. And at the very end, I've got slides. I've got perhaps other information. If there's an assignment that week, in addition to the quiz, I'll actually put a link in here, and that link will take you over to the assignments module. So I am going to quickly go over the syllabus and go over the schedule, and then after this lecture is this What is Art lecture is over, you can take the introduction quiz right here. So let's again look at the syllabus. This is a normal syllabus. It's long-ish, but I'll go over the main points with you. So we've got a description of the course, which you should be a little bit already aware of what the description of the course is. That's why you signed up for it. So importantly though, as a student you are expected to develop an awareness of aesthetics, artistic concepts, media, theory, and criticism. In addition, students will develop a broad sense of an historical art narrative, critical understanding of art, and build visual literacy. So this class talks about talking about art. It gives you the tools and the vocabulary to speak about art and to think about it. The modality. As you know, this is an asynchronous distance learning course. And what I mean by asynchronous is that you do not have to be online at any given time. You just have to get work done within a given time frame. And so, like I said, the week begins on Monday and it goes till Sunday. So all the work, all the quizzes need to be in by Sunday. Now, I have a required book, but I'm telling you now, a lot of people will benefit from having this book, but you'll find that you don't really necessarily need it. And what I mean by that is, as an introductory class, I'm following the book pretty closely. If you follow my lectures, if you watch each lecture and take the quizzes, you will do fine in the class. If the book is out of your price range, I think you'll be able to get by without it. Alright, so we've got our course requirements, grading. The grading is done on a scale of 1 to 500. So your goal is to make 500 points by the end of the semester. Now I have removed some assignments, and I'm just sticking with the important ones for the semester. And I'll go over those quickly. You'll be taking short quizzes. Now you're not going to take them every week, but you'll take them most weeks. I think there are 2 weeks, the 3rd and the 4th, where there aren't any quizzes that you have to do. But then you're going to have to put together a PowerPoint style presentation, and then you're going to do these exercises that I'm going to come up with, and they're going to help you study for the midterm exam. And then you have 1 paper to write, and then you'll have extra credit should you choose to do any. So what it comes down to is short quizzes, one PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be like 20 slides long, but mostly pictures. And then you're going to have 4 assignments assigned and due in the same week. And then your midterm exam assigned and due in the same week. And then the paper. So easy peasy. I think you'll be fine. Here are the descriptions of each assignment as I know them to be right now. So we've got the short quizzes, description, and on and on. So this is what you have to look forward to in the semester. Now, this is an online course. Attendance doesn't matter. It's not really a thing. But you do still have to get work done. If something happens, some extenuating circumstance, a death in the family, on and on, I will give you an extension on the work. So this is in the attendance category. But there are unexcused absences, including vacations. This is a summer class, and I know people are going to want to go on trips, but you did sign up for an online class. So make sure if you go on trips with your family that you're getting your work done. Family reunions, weddings, unless it's an immediate relative, but but weddings are usually, like on a Saturday or a Sunday. You will have time through the week. So notify me and I'll suss out whether it's excused or unexcused. Blackboard. We're using Blackboard. Be advised, there are nude male and female figures in art. It happens all the time. It's been happening for centuries. And so some of those might even be in photographs. So they're very realistic. Just be aware that you might include some graphic images. You might include some nude people as well. Censorship negates the purpose of higher education, which facilitates informed and independent thinking, and it is highly recommended that students who feel uncomfortable in any way with these topics and issues consider an alternative course at Harper College. That's very serious. I feel very serious about this. We're going to be looking at all types of stuff, and if you're uncomfortable with that potential, then you need to just be advised that maybe this isn't the class for you. However, I will say that this class, I am not focusing on gruesome stuff. I'm not focusing on naked people. But it might come up. And when it does come up, I will give you a warning ahead of time, like, hey, this is about to happen. All right, academic dishonesty is very important. This semester, you have one paper to write. You have one chance to get it correct. And what some people don't seem to quite understand is that when you upload papers to Blackboard, which you'll be doing, Blackboard tells me how much of your paper has been plagiarized from the internet, and it actually gives me a link to those websites. So it's in your best interest to just not plagiarize and to not cheat and all this stuff. So academic dishonesty is a big deal, and be aware that we are using technology, therefore I have more access to more tools. And I'm not out to get you, I'm not out to get anybody, but I will let you know that, hey, something's up. All right, so Harper has office student support services such as access and disability services. Many students would benefit from accommodations, and accommodations come in many different ways, such as extended deadlines and for turning in work and extended times on tests and things like that. I do not give accommodations unless uh, unless I get an email or communication from the Access and Disability Services office. So if you feel that you uh, need or would benefit from accommodations for this class, you need to contact the Access and Disabilities office right here. All right, so that is the syllabus in a nutshell. Now I'm going to move on to our course schedule. So the schedule appears short because it is. It's only 8 weeks long, but I do have, it's a little bit color coded here on this side. And it tells you what's going on for the week. So this first week, we've got this introduction video, and then we have Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. These are the topics, or the quote readings. But again, if you don't manage to read the text, follow along in the lectures and you'll do fine. And I am assigning your extra credit assignment, so you'll see that over here in the assignments module, and then you'll have several short quizzes that you need to finish by the end of this week before midnight Sunday night. And so green means something's been assigned, and red means that's when it's due. So on next week, on June 14th, right here, you're going to have an assignment, which is your PowerPoint presentation, due. Assigned. So that is your art of the day assignment is assigned, and then it is due on the week of your midterm exam. So you'll be doing your exam and completing this assignment, and you're turning them both in that week. So then you have your, for example, your 4 exercises, which prepares you for the exam. That is both assigned and due this week. The goal is so that I can grade it quickly and give you feedback before you take the exam. So that's why that is. So pay attention to when things are assigned and when they are due. So that is the tour of Blackboard. It is the synopsis of the class and our schedule. The class isn't super difficult, like I said. I pride myself on making the class just totally, it's all about making art accessible and interesting to the students that take the class. So that's it. That's all I really, truly care about. There are some assignments, but the assignments aren't really that hard. The hardest thing is going to be the final assignment, which is a big paper that you need to write. But it's only one paper that you have to write in this class, so don't be scared. All right. That is it. Now, everything that I went over in this video lecture it'll be accessible from the announcements page, but also some of the stuff, such as this schedule, you're going to have to answer questions from the schedule and from the syllabus in your quiz. So this is what it looks like when you take the quiz. So you can begin the quiz like this, right? And then there are these questions and answers that you need to fill in. And then that's it. I look forward to this semester, and I really have come to like teaching this class. And so I look forward to teaching the class to you. I do want to give you a heads up that the lectures that I recorded were from a different semester, and so sometimes I'm referencing 16 weeks, and If you see or realize that there's a reference to, say, a 16-week schedule, just don't pay attention to them, those references. Just pay attention to what's in front of you right here. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email me. I am available to answer your emails from Monday through Friday, and I'll answer them during reasonable business hours. Saturday and Sunday, I like to, have a weekend. So I'm going to probably not answer your emails on the weekend. But if there's a big assignment that's due at the end of the weekend, I'll make a point to check them out. So have fun with the class and email me if you have any questions. And it's going to be a great summer. So go ahead and, at your own pace, start watching the lectures and taking the quizzes.